Welcome back to Lufia, guys. We're hot in the trail of the fake Ruby. Renya's disappeared, but she's sick. Please help me. You say... Oh, God. You stole the Ruby! You idiot. Hey, the Ruby's a fake. Oh, the kid joined our party. Not really, though. He's only following us around. Well, that happened. Oh no, my daughter disappeared because I'm an idiot. Walking towards the ghost cave. She looks strange. Oh, she is possessed. Yeah, I just turned off Twitch's ad thing. Twitch had turned on something called an ad scheduler, which automatically ran ads, and I was just like, off. Leanna Kersner, I don't have much of an opinion on her. I kind of know who she is. Kind of. No shit, dude. Hope you don't mind that there's a battle happening right in front of you. John Kerry is lobbying against legislation to ban the import of Chinese goods produced by slave labor. Of course he is. I know what you mean, Morphbox. I agree. Like, there's a reason that I do want to post on alt tech. It's just that for now, the cave. Oh, we're going to the ghost cave. Yeah, she's hit and miss. I do want to post more on alt tech and kind of get in on that ground floor as it builds up. But the financial reality is, especially if I'm paying other people, I got to keep posting to YouTube. This is the ghost cave, eh? Oh, that's why it's a ghost cave. Okay. They're not so strong. Oof. Actually, no, BitChute is thriving. BitChute's doing very well. Everything else just seems to be barely there, though. I do find it interesting that AVGN posts to alt tech, though. You'll notice, Cinemassacre is actually posting AVGN videos to Odyssey, and it's like, oh, neat. Yes, it's his. It's like a Cinemassacre channel. Yes. Sword Spook and Flame Spook. Alright. Yeah, YouTube was alt tech when AVGN started, so yeah. Jesus. Yeah, here's the thing. AVGN is in a unique place because I think he's pretty much uncancelable at this point, unless he does some like weird sexual shit. He's pretty much uncancelable the way that JonTron's uncancelable. But he also makes more content than JonTron. And he has like employees to worry about, right? JonTron does too, but... Yeah, AVGN is grandfathered in, yeah. It's hard to cancel somebody who doesn't nothing but toilet humor every video. Yeah, I mean, they tried. They've tried several times. But he's like, as a person, he's too wholesome. I know that the AR Subry people are trying to like float the idea that I do weird sexual shit. Which is just so funny coming from people who are progressives. Chain cloth, oh shit. Yeah, exactly, Butters, yeah. If they speak to me, I'll confirm it all. Thanks. They keep calling me a pedo, and like I'm trying to apparently groom like underage dysphoric trans girls. That was a thing, and I'm like, hold on. If you're trans, aren't you by definition dysphoric? That kind of comes to the territory. And it's like, there are people who watch me who are underage. Does that mean that I'm grooming them? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Dev tried to groom me? Oh, okay. Ooh. Oh, these are like the enemies that have really high physical defense but low magic defense? Okay, got it. Dev is grooming Discord, but get out of here. They're confusing me with Scrump. Actually, I think, unironically, some of them, they actually are confusing me with Scrump. Because, regardless of the veracity, there are, like, rumors and allegations about Scrump sexually that have been floating around for a while. I'm not going to tell you about them. Okay, hold on. I don't know anything about them. I'm not going to tell you whether or not they're true, because I don't know. The only thing I'm saying is, I've heard of them. And I'm not surprised if they're confusing them for me, because fucking Medicare confuses Scrump for me, you know? Lots of people do. Lots of people think that a lot of the stuff Scrump has done that I did. It's like, no, that's not how it works. Dr. Diddler, thank you very much for the sub. I suppose Scrump better, Taco. Sargon did weird sexual shit in his youth. Did that really happen? News to me. S-Class or A-Team? D-Club! Scrump was a bit forward with people in DMs based on my experience, people I've spoken to. Not sure how bad it was, and the left would certainly over-exaggerate. But the one would be unacceptable. The thing is, I have also been a bit forward with people in DMs, but only after they've sent me nudes, which does happen at least once in a while, without me asking. And even then, it's mostly just in good fun. Disavow! Friendly nudes and flirtation. Yeah. I don't know if you mean that like ironically, but yeah, like unironically, yes. Like I made a post about this on Twitter where I said basically I might make jokes about sexualization like on the stream or on an SFO video, like being a simp, but the actual view that I have is basically just the cardinal rule is to never, ever, ever go for the e-girl. Ever. Ever. Meet your girlfriend offline. I stand by that rule. Depends on the dude, Cho'Goth. Happens, yes, a fair amount, but it really depends on the dude. Dev about shoe on head, I'll fuck that bitch so hard she'll turn into a free market capitalist. Yes, that's the joke. Is that I'm not able to do that. That's the joke. This is a rather expansive dungeon, isn't it? Hey, Butters, is there anything regarding the layout of the characters? Like, should I be putting Lufia in the bottom row or something? Like, is there like a rows system, like in a lot of their games? I feel bad for teens and adults at the moment. Awkward people who tried it and failed to get some online now risk Having all that brought back up used later. There's a hydration, thank you. Where shit, we're going to be private conversation. I'm recording, and we brought up at 2 a.m. Yeah. Fuck, dude. Man. Oh, where are you going, Dr. Diddler? Where are you going, buddy? No, don't abandon me. Jeez, you're leaving already. No, I feel the same way, Butters. Like, the cringy shit that you did when you were a kid and you didn't fucking know. Before, that would just be lost to the mists of time. Now everything is, like, recorded and re-brought back up. Like, man, imagine living in the current always online world, but you're in high school, and you're expected to have, like, a phone where, like, the drama of the day follows you back home. Like, you can't just, like, make an idiot out of yourself at school and then go home and, like, play video games and have like a rest. But no, now everyone's on your phone fucking constantly pinging you. Fuck. See you later, Diddler. Diddler. Have a good day, man. Or have a good shift, I guess. I have Zoomers at work telling me the horrors of it. Fuck. Like, the best thing you can tell those people is, like, turn the phone off when you go home. You know? What's a monster ring? Oh. It's like a grind ring. Okay. Being online and on the internet is the same as being out in public. You're probably exposed to peer pressure 18 hours a day. Yeah, just, like, turn off the internet for a while. Like, when I go out, like, for like a walk through the woods, unless I'm listening to music, I don't do my phone. Sometimes I'll just go out and just be like, oh, look, no phone on me. I'm by myself. It's nice, isn't it? Yes. I even feel the distinction now between my early and late teens. Some of my early teens, I had the internet. I still think of it and cringe how autistic I was and how hard I misread certain shit. Like, it had been awkward for many years. Were there people out there probably do having some chat log or old posts of me being a fucking idiot? Yeah, I know what you mean. Social media should be banned for under 18s? Yeah, probably. The ghost ring. What does the ghost ring do? What are all these rings? A ghostly looking ring. That's gotta be a cursed ring. Okay, hold on. I'm clearing out one floor at a time here. And in fact, I'll probably head back up to the surface and get some heals on. I teach religious education, so the first few spiritual willpower exercises are via phones. Oh. They've actually tried it, and it's only temporarily fixed. A good number of them just don't have social media. The ones that do know how to terrorize them with it. Yeah. Like, there's no real good solution to this. Like, you can't raise kids without screen time, because the future is going to be more screen time than ever before. They will be at a disadvantage. But you have to teach kids how to turn the screens off sometimes. Like, okay, today, the phone goes away, and you do things offline. Maybe you go out without a phone today. Oh, what if something happens? You'll be fine. You know, when I was a kid, I would go out to Dave's house as a kid, you know. 6, 7 years old, hop my bike, go to Dave's house. There was no phone. It was like, call me if something happens when you're at Dave's house. That's important. Otherwise, I'll see you in 3 hours, you know? And you are out of touch. And that's, people need to be disconnected. At least for a little while. But I mentioned in the video today, you can't always be on, or else it ruins you. Video games are for lazy people. Yeah. This is peak boomer. Fuck off. I'm correct, and you know it. You have cable TV? Shoggoth, why are you still paying for cable? Cable sucks. You can only charge your phone in the living room? Nowhere else? Yeah, that's probably a good thing. People keep saying, oh, my phone is my alarm clock. Buy an alarm clock. It's like $5. Fuck. Please don't die, Boomer. Okay. We may need to, like, head back up to the surface now. Is it this way? Yeah, being anonymous is important too, yes. Like, before I was doing YouTube, I had like a different username like every year online. Which way do I go to get out of here? I think I go up. Alarm clock is... Buy an old alarm clock then, one that just goes... Take your you know what? Go to your grandma's house, she's fucking 90, she doesn't give a shit. She doesn't use it anymore. Go into like her spare room that no one slept in there in 20 years. The beds are all dusty, and just steal the fucking alarm clock. Oh, I see, Shogun. I think that makes sense. I used to have an alarm clock that said, "Get your lazy fat ass out of bed. You want to be flipping burgers the rest of your life?" Damn. That's pretty harsh. Probably works, though. I'd rather my kid watch TV, which I curate. That's good. You're probably a pretty good mother, Shogoth. That's what it seems like. Every time I hear that Dev stomped on a grave, I lol. I can't... Listen, I was young, alright? I was a... Dude, there are so many, like, awful stories of me as a kid that are out there that people could tell you. Okay, we'll go to the inn. We'll heal up. We'll get back in there. 9 out of 10 parents today give their kid a tablet with YouTube Kids. Fuck. Well, the good thing of that is that in the future... It'll be a lot easier for your child to be massively successful. Because, like, think about it, dude. What competition are they gonna have? Like a bunch of idiots? We'll need more psychologists, that's true. Elsa getting stabbed with needles by Spider-Man. Yeah, what the fuck is that? That's some weird shit. Man, we're just getting nuked by these mages. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Okay, back into the cave. My hair looks fat? Yeah, kind of, eh? It's funny because Naomi's like little brothers at one point like, "Oh, you're a Twitch streamer. Does it mean you play Fortnite?" It's like, no. It's like, what do you mean? I thought only Fortnite happens on Twitch. It's like, you guys are fucking 5. Get out of here. This was a while ago. They're older now. kids homeschooled. Oh, I didn't know that. Hey, Kiernoth, what's up? Or Kemoth? Whatever it is, hi. First pronunciation is correct? Oh, okay. There's 10 flames with kids on my street. Yeah, just go. School isn't necessary to make friends. Does your kid actually play with those kids? Oh my fucking... Here, can I just like droplet these cucks? I can bang them. Yes, let's bang them. Nice. Timestamps for chat? I don't know. Wish I could tell you. Yeah. Dude, that's a powerful spell. Well, bang, okay. Think it's still casting time? Alright. I'll make sure it has to make sense. Wait, I can just grind here. Dude. Nice. Dragon egg? Aren't the dragon eggs really rare? Alright. I sent Dev screenshots of what local district trying to teach my 6-year-old kid racial equity. Fuck. I know Sargon's daughter is like 11 and she came home thinking that she's like, I think I might be bisexual. And to be fair, 11 years old is probably when you're like kind of figuring that stuff out. But it does seem like it's probably being pushed, at least a little bit. Where's this? No, at 11 years old, like, yeah, when you're like 10 or 11, you're starting to like notice, like you're starting to notice the other or the same sex, and you're like, oh, you're starting to get crushes, you know? Like, if a kid who's 6 tells you that, then maybe, I mean, sometimes it's true, but sometimes it's just like, shut the fuck up. But 11-year-old's different. I've done all this, yeah. I didn't know that, Tiro. I need to find a source on that, though, but I didn't know. I was 12 watching the 1996 Olympics, and for some reason had an interest in the female interest straddling the balance beam. Oh. I wonder why that could have been. Is it because you're an oppressor? Okay, there's the healing spot. Hello, lobotomites! I'm glad you liked it. When I was 11, I thought Ariel and I would be together forever. R.I.P. Well, don't worry. No one's together forever. Even if you meet your soulmate, and you date them, and you marry them, and you're with them for 75 years, eventually you'll both die. No one's together forever. Eventually you'll be all alone in the cold darkness of death. You need to send me that, Tiro. The more you know. I'm begging for a lobotomy, Jesus. I should do it more often, K-Moth. Or Kirmoth, yeah. Just that I'm lazy. There's no other way to put it. Yeah, I saw the train wreck, the GTA Master Alex. Fuck, dude. I want to see how many hits it takes to actually kill one of these, just using special regular attacks. Not too much. Jesus. Oh, fuck. Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh. Lufia, no. Yeah, I oofed it. Hey, naughty word. I downvote your stream, but it no longer matters. Welcome to my side channel where I fuck around and find out. You're still off being a commie, eh? I actually remember seeing, it was recently in fact, somebody posted a quote from Marx's dad, where he basically completely repudiated his own son for being basically a whiner. And it's like, yeah, that sounds about right. I genuinely think that if I were in the school system today as a younger child, they'd use my mental health as an excuse for me being trans. I don't know how much of that shit is true, Butters. I mean, possibly. Lightweight but tough armor. Is this going to be cursed? It's from a ghost. Oh no, it was fine. Okay. I'm just going to defend with these guys, I guess. And Algro is getting fucking butt raped. During these Wisp fights, the only useful person is Lufia. I'm sitting at a truck stop for the next 34. Why 34 hours, dude? And yeah, I'm aware, Butters, that you're a pretty feminine guy. I've seen pictures of you. You could totally be a trap. I'm a bit lost at the moment. But I think we'll be fine. Dev is grooming Butters. Oh no! It appears on screen, Kima. But to be fair, it's smaller than average on an SNES game. Maybe I'll make the game a little bit smaller. Oh, you have a mustache now, Butters. How many years did it take you to grow that? By But the Zelda Game & Watch, hoping it will increase in value. How about the Game Series? Listen, if you bought the Zelda Game & Watch hoping it will increase in value, don't open it. Save it. If the current retro game market is anything to go by, in 20 years it'll probably be worth a fair amount. Why isn't Dev grooming me? Hey, Khalid. Favorite Lufia 2 character? Oh, it's gotta be, like, in terms of, like, the actual character that I like, Decker. In terms of, okay, no, hold on. Character that I like to play as, Decker. Character that I like the personality of, Tia. Federal regulations, I can only drive so much in a day. Oh. Well, that sucks. See, naughty word? It's central government planning getting in the way of your freedom, as it always happens to be. You got glasses. Nice. Well, maybe. It is what it is. I like how, when it comes at your side, you're like, it's all for the sake of the revolution, comrade. Listen, I'm always right. Get out of here. I'm always correct. Okay, hold on. Will, when you play Lufia 2 and you play the gift mode, which is just only the ancient cave, and you're given a choice to choose your ideal party, who do you choose? Because when I was a kid, I would do runs of only Maxim, Guy, Decker, and Artea. And so we were all like physical powerhouses, but there was no magic. And I was too young to understand why I kept losing. But it was fun. I think you need at least like one, you need at least Salon or Tia to make a run work, in my opinion. One of the two. Just so you have one heavy hitting magic user. Lexus just seems to be useless. I never found the point of Lexus. Yeah. I do read both chats, yes. I've never seen the point of Lexus, you know? And Lufia 2. Like, what's... Thanks for the stretch. Everything to do with revolution, most of them existed in the 1980s. Yep, but still, the Fabians, the reformists, would love that shit, naughty word. I'm a giga-fascist, Jesus. I have a way to see both chats at the same time, but nobody else can. Yeah, Super Nintendo. I programmed it myself. Yeah. Basically, you go on Streamlabs and you gotta set up a certain bunch of things on Streamlabs, and then they have like a programming window where you can edit how things work. And I tinkered a whole bunch in there to make it work for me. Yeah, the Fabians. Aren't the Fabians, or did I say the word wrong? There was a series of English socialists who basically valued reform socialism over revolution. I thought they're called the Fabians. That's correct? Oh, nice. So, I've read a lot of socialist theory in the past year. Like, a lot of socialist theory. And the more I read it, the more I'm like, nope. There's no fucking way. They're not accurate, Schnitzel. Nobody fucking online knows what a goddamn fascist is. Fabians formed the Labour Party? I'm not surprised. Maybe that's why they're all anti-Semites. Like, socialism and anti-Semitism just seem to be, like, best fucking friends, you know? Here's the thing. If you want to learn about fascism from an online source that is reputable and widely used, go to Wikipedia and don't go to the page on fascism. Go to the page on classical fascism, because those are two different things. And the classical fascist page is far more accurate than the fascist page. Because it's gonna sound weird. It's gonna sound really weird. But the Nazis weren't fascists. By today's modern definition, they were, because the word is used so loosely, all right? But in terms of classical fascism, in terms of how the political theory is set up, they weren't fascists. And by the definition of classical fascism, there's only been two fascist countries, and it's been Italy and Spain. Because fascism was a very specific thing. And yet everyone just uses it to mean, like, the bad guys of World War II. It's like, oh, all right. I guess that's what it is now. Well, that's the thing, Butters. I didn't explain it well enough. I was too nervous. But I've talked to Destiny in private a few times, and I'm sure I'll go on his show again. But it's the truth. No, Shoggoth, National Syndicalist is fascist. That's the point. National Socialist is not fascist, but National Syndicalist is fascist. Did you hear Producer Collection of Menus? Yeah. Yeah, but that's because fascism is it's national trade unionism. It's a specific ideology. It's not just enough to want to conquer the world, because many groups want to conquer the world. That's not enough. Fascism doesn't mean world domination. I mean, it does, but not exclusively. You know what I mean? The Soviets wanted world domination. They weren't fascists. You know, there are empires all across history that wanted world domination. They weren't fascists. Right? Yeah, see, by the way, it's not paleogenetic ultranationalism, it's palingenetic ultranationalism. And that is the starting point for Roger Griffin. But his definition is a modern interpretation. The starting point of fascism, as per the fascists, the actual fascists, was national syndicalism. With the creation of a national union by which all workers must be part of that union to work. It's like almost like a neo-guildist system. And then through that power base, you transform the nation into a revolutionary body which acts against the internationalist class. I do know a lot about fascism now, more than I did a couple years ago. And it's because I've wanted to learn. If we're going to be fighting something, I want to know what it actually is. Like, there's a reason that the fascists use a lot of socialist language, and it's not because they were co-opting it. It's because they viewed the national global split as being the same as the proletariat bourgeoisie split. So the bourgeoisie was an internationalist class, while the proletariat was a localist class. And that was their view of it. And so if there was going to be a true socialist revolution, it would have to be the nation against the world. That was their view. It's a stupid view, but that's their view. When I ran the Dragon Dungeon, I went Maxim, Guy, Salan, Lexus. He had good support casting and multiple melee. Yeah, they did so, but they did so later. They didn't do it from the very beginning the way that Mussolini did. And that's the thing. Like, there's definitely a lot of ways in which the Nazis had fascist tendencies, but like, there's nothing in fascism that is in regards to racial superiority. That was a Nazi thing, not a fascist thing. Like, there were no anti-Semitic laws in Italy until Nazi Germany forced them on Italy. I gotta head back and heal up. Maybe I should just heal up now. Jesus. And also, the Nazis were firm believers of Nordicism, which is another fucking weird esoteric thing. And the fascists weren't believers in Nordicism. The Nazis were the Nazis were anti-actualists. The fascists were actualists. There were different views on race between the two groups. They were related things, but they're not the same thing. Skyrim is for the Nords. Oh no, there was some ideological overlap, Saucy Pup, between the Nazis and fascists, but they're not the same thing. It gets even worse when people start calling Japan fascist, like Imperial Japan fascist. None of its civil structures were fascist. It's almost like people just use the word fascist to refer to the bad guys of World War II. And it's like, alright dude, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Jonah Goldberg's definition of fascism. Fascism is a religion of the state. It assumes the organic unity of the body politic and longs for a national leader attuned to the will of the people. It's totalitarian that it views everything as political and holds that any action by the state is justified to achieve the common good. Yes, that is a great definition. Stop wasting attacks, Dev. Sorry. Yeah, there's a reason that when you look under classical fascism, you'll see that it opposed Marxism and liberalism, but also it opposed Italy's reactionary conservative movements at the time, because it was its own thing. I'm gonna have to codify all this into a video at some point, like on the main channel, aren't I? Because I'm just goofing around right now, spouting off what I remember from the books that I've read. I'm not actually like getting into it. Okay, which way? I've completely lost my way. Hey, Elon Musk. Is that the real one? Give me $1 billion. I have recently read a book called Hitler's Beneficiaries, which is a book describing the Nazi welfare state and where their social safety net money came from and where it went. And it's very interesting. Yeah, Butters. Where it came from, Jewish. How old am I? 87. But they have Butters. That guy occasionally comments on my videos, and he's like, "You're just a fucking coper," and it's like, all right, dude. Jesus. Yeah, that's so stupid. That's so stupid, you know. I've been dicking around this dungeon for an hour. I need to like look up a fucking map or something. Or somehow find my way back to that healing spot. Beware the random battles. Share butters. Okay. Can I fucking figure this out? Old Man Devo playing the game on the same stream playing current games? Yeah. Old Man Devo. Old Man Devo. Empire or Stormcloaks? Neither. Mr. House. Oh shit, why did I do that? I'm gonna have to like go. I'm gonna try to get back to the healing spot, and then I might grind to level 15. And no, it's up this way. Oh shit! I can just bang all of them. Here. I'm gonna bang everyone until I can get my way. What's my name? Dev. Are you new? Welcome aboard, dude. But, yeah. Do it, Lufia. Cast your big spell. Ba-boom! Wait, clip what? What did I say? I'm gonna bang everyone until I can get my way. Did I say that? I meant the spell bang. You fucking... Promises you can't keep. If when the other side wins in the future, then the dislike button choice will return? Probably not, dude. Listen, Mr. House is based, alright? I won't hear a single thing from anybody else. Hey, Scudix. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I didn't finish Skyrim. I just couldn't get into it. I liked Fallout a whole bunch, I just couldn't get into Skyrim. Sorry. Pointless fact about Cyberpunk 2077. They half-finished 7 didn't games till marketing team forced them to sell the current version. Jesus. Here. I'm getting everyone to level 15. Then I'm looking up a map of this fucking area. I had a dream that one day my kids will have dislikes too. Guess that future goes dark. It'll be okay. Honestly, everyone keeps saying that things are like everyone's all doom pilled, and I'm like, no, man. Get off the internet. The real world is still fine out there. Get the fuck off Twitter. I did not see Tim Pool's freak out. What did he do? What did Tim Pool do? Dev, the real world has mask and vaccine mandates everywhere. Where I'm living, no one fucking cares. Like, nobody gives a shit here. And it's kind of refreshing. It's honestly only, like, big lefty cities that people care about that shit. And you know what? Now that I've had COVID, I don't care either. Fuck it. Give me that natural immunity. Hey, Lala. I've seen a screen cap of someone just commenting dislike and everyone else upvotes that. That's funny. Oh god, if that's going to be the new thing, that's going to be amazing. Have you guys seen those articles coming out of the UK saying it's going to be illegal to ratio people? Fuck. Fucking hell, Butters. Sort your country out. Give me the horse pastry. Jesus Christ, guys. You know, it has become worrying that, like, the anti-vax position is becoming normalized due to the complete stupidity of mainstream sources. Like, fuck. How do you fuck up so badly that you make anti-vaxxers look reasonable? Because anti-vaxxers aren't reasonable. But you've behaved so poorly, you've actually given them legitimate space. Fucking hell, dude. Yeah, Tim Pool's kind of unhinged at this point. Yeah, my government is currently predicting that everything, the vaccine passport, the masks, social distancing, everything will be gone by March. I don't believe them though. Kiernoth, I mean, like, by anti-vax, I mean the more general anti-vax position of, like, it causes autism, don't ever take it, use natural oils, you know, like crazy shit like that, like just complete nonsense. But because people have legitimate questions about the current vaccines, and they're like, I want to know a little bit more about this, you know? Like, they want to be educated. Because people are acting like that, they're conflating that with being full-on anti-vax, which has created a space for anti-vaxxers to come back. And it's like, fucking hell. Christ. Like, that's a big fuck-up. Yeah, exactly, Kiernoff. That's exactly what I mean. Jesus, it's gonna be a little bit until a girl can come back, huh? Or a girl can level up. Wait, hold on. Boomer's gonna level up before Oguro does. This is no good. I like how we just have this kid with us while we're grinding. Like, it's no big deal, kid. Don't worry. We're just leveling up here. You're watching Lufia nuke the entire cave. Don't worry about it. Will that actually work, Butters? Let's try it. Wait, lift? None of these actually give her weight, it seems like. Oh no, weight's not even on the list. How do you see weight? Oh, weight 64. Weight's 20. If I remove the ring, weight's still 20, so I'll keep the ring. But if I remove the weapon, her weight's 0. Oh shit. She's gonna be really fast casting it now. Deb just casually stripping girls. Don't worry about it. She's also getting destroyed though. In one fucking hit. Yeah, it didn't help anything. She's still going last in the turn order. I don't think that helped anything better, sorry. How much do you weigh? 0. Okay, put it all back on. Get your flu vaccine today. They never called it a vaccine before this shit. I never got the flu shot. They've gone too far. Oh, hold on. Dude, I love that emote that White Ninja just did. Woo yeah? That's a great emote. But hold on, guys. I'm pretty sure they called the flu shot, like, formally a flu vaccine. Back before COVID. I think they did. And yes, Lufia's a girl. The flu shot's always been a vaccine. Yeah, that's not new, man. Yeah, definitely called a vaccine. The Salvation Army is not honoring religious exemptions. Goddamn. It's okay, rather interesting. Yeah, I agree, Avalon. Like, obviously the vaccine works. Obviously the vaccine is a good idea to get. Obviously, if there were, like, mass deaths, we'd see them, right? There's no... People who are saying all this crazy shit about the vaccine, they're idiots. There seems to be some evidence that... you have a slightly higher chance of having a bad outcome from getting the vaccine than having a bad case of COVID if you are a teenaged male. For all other ages and genders, age-gender combinations, the chances are much higher that you have a bad case of COVID than you have a bad reaction to the vaccine. So you should get the vaccine. If you're going just based on statistics and rolling the dice, you should get the vaccine, all right? And just the fact that we haven't seen, these, like, millions of bodies show up. We had, like, 2 billion vaccinations at this point. We haven't seen, tens of millions of bodies show up. Obviously, the vaccine is safe. People are being fucking crazy. People are being fucking crazy about this, and it's kind of maddening. All that being said, if you think that you can use government force to get me to take a vaccine, I will just say no out of spite. I recognize that it works. I recognize that it's a good idea. I recognize that it's a good idea to get it. I recognize that there's no big threat from the vaccine itself, but I won't be told. It's as simple as that. I won't be told to do it, so I won't. I've watched Project Veritas' stuff, and it's kind of shaky, to be honest. I'll need to, at some point, do a video on why I don't really like Project Veritas, even though I think they do good work sometimes. I think that O'Keefe really sensationalizes his stuff to the point, to its detriment, Veritas is very hit and miss. Yeah. They have, Butters. They have. But yeah, for me, I mean, also the fact that I do have natural immunity now just means that I don't care, It's like, whatever. Like the actual, like in terms of just raw safety, I'm fine. Wait, did Nuke not work this time? Oh, she's taking her time. Hey, Insomniac. See, everyone keeps saying 5 years later, but I don't think that's an issue. the vaccine itself goes through your body in 72 hours. I don't think that's an issue. This is your RPG all the time. Nice. This is my first time going through it, but I'm playing the Lufia restored hack, dude. Jesus Christ, how long till a girl levels up? See, everyone's like, the mRNA vaccines, dude, they get into your DNA and they rewrite things and they... Okay, well, that's not true, but assuming that it is, you can get the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, which is just a regular style vaccine. You know? It doesn't do any DNA rewriting, it just gives you a weakened virus that you get sick to a little bit, and then you have natural immunity. Well, not natural, but you know what I mean, like... Get a different vaccine. If you're complaining about these new mRNA vaccines, get a different kind of vaccine, man. Like, fuck. Yeah, I agree, Insomniac, yeah. I'm enjoying the quality of life improvements. Like, the new translation's kind of nice. Things are a bit clearer. I'm just grinding until a girl gets level 15, and I'm going to take a short break. Okay, well then maybe not J&J, maybe another one. But people are making regular style vaccines. Get one of those, you know? Butters, I didn't even use your version. I got the new one. That sucks, Yataro, man. You have Lufia 1 on your phone, SNES Classic, and PC. Dude. I am playing it on my SNES, yes. There we go, level 15, nice. Okay, I'm taking a short break. I'm gonna figure out where the fuck to go in this cave. And I'll be back momentarily. 5 minutes or so. Hold on a second. Did I get into a fight on the healing spot? I didn't even move.